Hey, 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 what is going on, beautiful, healthy people? It is Elmira, always helping you become a self-care boss. I am your body worker, your spirit worker, licensed massage therapist. Tonight, we are actually going to be doing some scar tissue massage. We're going to be talking about sex in terms of scarring and whether that is actual physical scarring or emotional scarring and stuff like that. So let's get started, and I'm gonna give y'all a little hey Joseph, how are you doing? Give y'all a little backstory. I don't know about y'all, but I lost my virginity at 21, and it was kind of a silly situation. Okay, we're going to start with scar tissue massage, and I'm going to continue telling this story. But I'm actually going to be working on some scars on my face, and this can almost be done with any type of scar. I have some bumps here from acne and different things that I'm going to work simply with my index finger. So all you have to do is just take the areas you can see, the spots here. Okay, so this is what happened. Baltimore man, so I was in college at that time. It was all about, hey Melissa, we are working on our scars today. At that time, I thought it was cool to meet somebody online, which, that's commonplace now, but back in college, it had just started. So I met up with this guy in Baltimore. Mind you, I wasn't driving at the time, so I took a Greyhound bus from Blacksburg, Virginia, all the way to Baltimore by myself. Ain't tell nobody I was going up there, but to meet this man. This guy's name was Roland Antoine. I still remember. I just thought I really loved him. You know how that happened. And so that was the case. I think I was a senior in college because I was 21. Yeah, I was a senior in college, but that's what happened. We got together. I had actually rented a date. I'm working on these scars as I tell the story. We got a little story time, but just pick out something on your face. I actually have a this surface last week, so I'm going to work on that. Scar tissue massage, all you really have to do is use friction. Any scar that you have, it could be an old scar, a new scar, a scratch, a bump, a burn, anything. You just want to use some cross fiber friction, because a lot of times the scars leave a mark because we don't uncover it. Okay, so let me get back to my story. So needless to say, I lost my virginity to that guy, and the night it happened, he was supposed to come back. I never saw him again. Never. And I'm like, how am I going to get, mind you, I had taken the Greyhound bus to Baltimore. Yes, to Baltimore. So I'm working on these scars on my face, just minimizing them. You can use some type of cream, whatever you want, as long as it's healing, something like shea butter, cocoa butter. Because a lot of times we do not work on our scars enough. So how can we heal them if we never touch them? So this is a scar I'm talking about. I heal from that, like the Baltimore. I'm calling him the Baltimore man. But needless to say, I'm talking about this story since we're talking about scar tissue. Okay, I wasn't driving at the time, so I took the bus. I had taken the bus, and now I'm stranded because he doesn't show up. I'm like, oh crap, what am I going to do? So I end up calling my cousin, and yeah, I called my cousin because I sure won't call my mom. We won't do that. And so I didn't have any more money, so I got some money to redirect my ticket from Baltimore down to Richmond in Virginia. And I was just distraught. I was upset. I was like, oh my gosh, he stranded me. What did I do? What am I going to do? I'm going to die. I'm never going to live again. Because that's how you feel at the time, because it's a wound. And it needs healing, and what you don't realize in the moment is and I'm talking about myself, I could have did things to avoid that. Number one, I ain't really know that man. I mean, I had talked to him and all that stuff, but I went up there to Baltimore, mind you. This won't like I ain't go to Nebraska. This was Baltimore. Y'all know Baltimore hood, so I could have been dead for all that. But we have choices. We make those choices. Sometimes we choose these scars because we put ourselves in these positions, and it's not like, oh, you could have, yeah, touching my C-section. Ah, you should. Well, here's one thing. You should ask yourself, why do I feel uncomfortable touching this scar? What does it mean to me? Why am I fearful of touching it? Is it because there's some emotions in this particular C-section scar? You got to think about that. Okay, I'm going to show you something else on my hand. This is actually, this is cleared up quite a bit. It's a scar right there. You can do the same thing on your hand. Just kind of rub across it and go as I'm always telling you, go as slow or as quick as you need to. You do not have to dig. You don't have to dig at all. It's just slight movements with the scar. Hey, Kishana, what's up? Those are the things. Okay, yeah, Kishana, I'm telling this story again because it's a scar. So Kishana knows she was the one. I had to be picked up at the Greyhound station, and then her mama made us some chicken tenders and fries. That was the best meal ever. But that was because of my situation. You know, when you're young, you just want to engage in different sexual activity, or you think you grown, or it's not even thinking you grown. It's just experimental stuff. And then you learn from those scars. You learn from those wounds. Hey, Miss Robin. And then as you look back, you laugh. You can laugh at that. I sure won't laughing at the time because I was literally stranded in Baltimore at a Days Inn, mind you. Like, I mean, that really happened. And there were more scars that came about over time too. And that's why I am so keen on this self-care boss thing, because I look to my different scars, my different stories, and I heal from them. I'm comfortable with talking about them. I don't mind sharing the stories because by sharing my story, I'm able to help somebody else. And it's not, oh my gosh, we want to keep secrets and stuff. Ain't nobody got no time for no secrets. Y'all just tell the truth. I mean, people need to learn from this stuff. That's why I tell people the truth. Like even yesterday, talking, hey Nabil, what's up? Talking to my nephews. They was well, he didn't say this yesterday, but this was last week or the other week. I got some picture on my phone, and he was like, why is that girl, because he's 13, why is that girl riding that guy? I was like, oh, I guess maybe that is. I didn't like try to hit him or say don't say that, or but he's just recognizing things. It's okay. You got hormones. We are sexual beings. It's a normal part of life. This is basic as food and shelter, so we should not be afraid of our sexuality. That's why I told you that story. And as things progressed in my life, with different scar, I'm working the scar now. Yeah, I'm chit-chatting, but we working the scars too. You see that one? This is actually a longer one. This is fresh. I'm going to see how this one is elongated. This was actually a scratch. I don't even know how this scratch came. I think that's one of those things where the figures scratch me in my sleep while y'all know that stuff be happening. People be like, oh, that's not so. Oh, yeah, because I wake up. I know it won't nothing else. Who would scratch me? So what I'm going to do, same cross fiber, because if you go this way, you're only kind of spreading the scar. You actually want to mold and meld that scar into your skin because your skin renews itself often. This is something I do for my clients. I do scar tissue massage, whether it is after surgery care, whether it is like you're talking about, Melissa, from C-section. Some people experience hernias and different things. I work on that. I work on whether it is cosmetic, whether it is necessary for function. I help to relieve those scars. That's all part of you becoming a self-care boss. I just don't rub on bodies. We are healing you. We are making you anew. We are looking to your past and saying, why does this scar still exist? You know, just like with my story, I had to look sometimes and say, okay, why did I go up there and visit that guy? Why did I think that was a good idea? Because I was looking for love in all the wrong places. And then that's what happens. You know, sometimes when you don't have, you know, your dad in the home, or you have not been taught by your parents certain things about what a relationship should look like and all. I wasn't taught any of that. So I had to learn it on my own. You start experimenting with things on your own, and then you learn and you grow. And now I can look back, because that was like 20 years ago, and just laugh because it was funny. I mean, it's funny. As I said, it wasn't funny at the time because I was scared, but it is hilarious now because I'm like, what was you thinking? But that's what we learn with our scars. We start to learn quicker. We're able to utilize our intuition better. And if you're not using your intuition, you better start today. Listen to the voice inside of you, because it's telling you what to do. Sometimes it may not seem right, or you're like, no, I think I should still go over there. Oh yeah, I should still go to Baltimore. Don't feel right. Ain't going. Because there's some clients I even decline. And then on your face, remember, we're working up on our face. You know, if you have some scarring on your face, work that in an upward position, because last thing you want to do, we don't want droopy faces. We want lifted faces, lifted high to the sky. You as I was saying, you live, you learn, you grow, and then you're able to teach those lessons over time. So remember what you are supposed to do with your scars. Use some cross fiber friction. Also apply some type of, healing cream or oil, something like a shea butter. Cocoa butter is very good, very good. You can make your own. It really doesn't matter, because that's going to clear the scarring up even more. And then just work it daily. You can be just sitting watching your favorite program or video, reading, what have you. Work those scars, because if you don't want to walk around looking all scratched up. And I know some people deal with scarring for all kinds of things. It could be from drug abuse, it could be from physical abuse, all kinds of different things. And with those types of scars come even more emotional wounds, similar to my story. And you need to consult help for that. But one thing that can help is you just doing some simple scar tissue techniques on yourself by rubbing across the scar, applying your favorite lubricant, and being mindful. We talk about sex tonight too. Being mindful. What are the things sexually which has scarred you? Understand what those are. Journal about them. Be honest with yourself. Talk to your children about it too, because sometimes as parents, we'll hide stuff, and then we wonder why our children turn around and do the same thing. Well, you didn't give them no warning. You didn't tell them what to do or what not to do, and you didn't use your life as an experience. So how were they to know? That is all I got. I want to invite you to go over to the 80/20 fitness page and follow them, because this Friday at 3 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be doing a talk over there with one of the co-founders about overworked and undersexed. Yes, that is what we will be talking about. Yes, Melissa. We will be discussing overworked and undersexed on the 80/20 page. This is a chat with Kevin Bazille. I want to invite you over, but you got to follow the page so you can get the notification for the interview. It is happening this Friday at 3 p.m. Central Time and 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Until next time, work on your scars. Be honest about your scars. Be honest about your sexual activity, your past, whatever kind of wounds or scarring that has caused. Discuss it with your children, your potential partners, your current partners, all of that good stuff. Until next time, make it a relaxing day. Bye.